G'day, legends. Just moving my little citronella smoky thing because there's little midgies around here. So, how's it all going, everyone? I would firstly like to apologise for last week and not uploading an episode. I completely forgot what day it was, and it was probably midday to early afternoon, and I went, oh shit, it's Saturday. And today I thought, you know what, I'll do a live. I'll give you an update of what's going on, and I'll fill you in on the latest and greatest here at Adventure Life Oz, and potentially a change up of plans next year. And I don't know. So I guess the reason why I forgot to upload an episode last week is I've actually started studying. I'm doing a diploma in health science, and it has a focus on naturopathy, naturopathy, however you would like to pronounce it. It's super interesting. I'm really enjoying it. I have to get up at 5 a.m. every morning to get in a few hours of study before Stevie wakes up. And I think I'm in week 4. This is nearing the end of week 4, actually. And I'm already behind. I was behind come week 2. But yeah, it is super duper interesting. I'm only doing 2 subjects this semester, I think you call it. I'm hopeless. I tried studying earlier on in my 20s when I worked for Queensland Rail, and I hated it. I hated every second of it. I found economics super duper interesting, but I was doing a Bachelor of Commerce with a double major in accounting and business law. And then I changed business law to IT because I worked in the IT division at Queensland Rail. And yeah, I hated every minute of working at Queensland Rail, and I hated every minute of that study. But yeah, so eventually I just stopped studying. I just never re-enrolled the next semester to continue on with the studies. I was just so over it and I hated it, and I actually left Queensland Rail, so there was really no point. And the only reason I was studying it at Queensland Rail was trying to get the hell out of the job that I was in and trying to progress, because I'd moved past it and it wasn't challenging anymore and I didn't enjoy it. But yes, I took a voluntary redundancy, and that was the greatest thing that I ever did in my life, actually. So yes, I'm studying health science, and yeah, it's really good. I'm only doing the first 2 subjects at the moment, so I'm not too far in. Like I said, getting back on top, and then also editing, exploring, living, mothering, and all of that jazz. So yeah, it's going to probably take me a little while to get into a new groove when it comes to that. But yeah, once I'm not behind in my studies, I think I'll be able to manage that a whole lot easier. Yeah, so that's why last week didn't happen. And you're probably thinking, where are you? You can see that way in the background, I have a little basketball hoop for Stevie. So we're here actually at the Cable Beach Caravan Park in Broome. And we've been here for nearly a week now, if not a week. And we're staying for another week and a bit. So there's a few things that we've done already. So we've gone out to Horizontal Falls, and that was unbelievable. That was such an awesome trip. So stay tuned for the Broome episode, because that was just so cool. Stevie had the best time. It was awesome. But another reason why we're staying here longer than anticipated is because the Staircase to the Moon falls on the 10th, 11th and 12th, or the 9th, 10th, 11th of August. And it's something that you need to see while you're in Broome. And also Stevie's birthday is on the 8th of August, so only 6 more sleeps or something until her birthday. It's crazy. She's going to be 4 years old. But for what we're doing on her birthday, she'll be 5. So yeah, that's why we're staying in Broome for so long. It's because Stevie's birthday, and also because Staircase to the Moon. So we're just spaced out our adventures here in Broome. So we generally do something for one day, have a day off and chill, do something. The caravan park here is huge. It is 500, it would be like honestly 530 spaces. So say 2 people per site. It's over 1,000 people. But then you've got the kids, and this caravan park is probably the biggest caravan park I've ever been to in terms of how many sites there are. It is insane, but it's very tight. Like you don't have like any caravan park, you don't have the huge sites, that's for sure. So coming from Pender Bay Escape up there where it was just epic, and we were there for 2 weeks and we had this brilliant site with this amazing view, to then coming here and you're kind of like, wow. But it's quiet. It is actually, for a caravan park of this size and this many sites, it's not stupid loud or anything like that. Everyone, I don't know, it's just quiet. There's not people driving around at 6 a.m. in the morning and launching boats like there was at Pender Bay. So I guess in that sense, Pender Bay was louder. But yeah, there is a lot of people here, and we have a site. So just behind me and behind the basketball hoop there is the swimming pool, which is awesome. Stevie loves it. The only problem is I can deal with cold water to an extent, right? But this pool, it's got to be, I wonder if you can see it. Nope, wrong way. So there's the pool area. You can see a little bit of the pool there. It is, I would need to go in a wetsuit because it is so uncomfortably cold. It's not like that water where you jump in and you go, oh, that's fresh, and then you get used to it and it's perfectly fine. This, you jump into it and you're just like, oh, no. And it never gets any warmer or any less offensive. And the thing is, people sit around the outside of the pool, and the amount of people that are here on the days that you get here in Broome, you would think that pool would be packed. There's maybe like 3 people in it. It is just so cold. And apparently even in summer when it's 35-degree days, I think today's getting up to 30, tomorrow 31, things like that, even then it's ice cold, and that's in summer. So I don't know why they don't put just a smidge of heating through it, just bring it up 2 to 3 degrees, and it would be just, you'd have the whole caravan park in there. Like, it'd just be so beautiful, but maybe that's why they don't. I don't know. It is just, it's ridiculous. Like, I got in the first time we went in there with Stevie, and I just said, no, never again. So Stevie, she can't swim. That's the problem, right? So yeah, she's getting better. She's getting there, but she can keep her head above water, but she can't prolong that for any period of huge time. So she'll just go straight to the bottom. So she has her pool noodle, she puts it under her arms, and she's swimming around. So I'm always there in case I need to jump in, and she's not allowed to go too far out. So she hangs around near the edges. But I mean, I'd launch myself in there in a heartbeat if Stevie went under. But she's been in there 2 times without me now because I just refuse. I cannot get in that water. It is just ridiculous. And I mean, we swam in Little Blue Lake in Mount Gambier, and that was cold, but we were in there for well over an hour and a half before I started to get to the point where I was like, oh, kid, we should get out now. It's getting a bit chilly. But here, you're in there for, you just can't do it. It's awful. So that's probably the only downside I would say to this caravan park, in the sense of that it's just, you have this amazing pool that you want to spend the day at and you can't. It's just, so that's a bummer. We are walking distance to Cable Beach though, so that's pretty cool. Tonight we'll go and watch the sunset. We haven't done it yet, so we'll go watch the sunset at Cable Beach tonight. We have seen the camels walk up the road and go home, and or walk to the beach and everything. So if you don't know Cable Beach, it's where they do the camel rides along the water, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so we'll go down and check out the sunset. What day is it? Today's Saturday, of course. Tomorrow, I was thinking of going throw the pots in today, actually, at Crab Creek and see if I can catch a few muddies. Not that I eat them, but Ali and Dom are coming back from Darwin, and I was going to be like, here, have some mud crabs. But we'll see. Stevie really wants to go to the pool today, so we'll probably have a pool day here. And while she's doing that, or playing at the playground, I'll do some study or something like that. She did make a little friend here, Maggie, so that was excellent. She made a friend, Fox, at Pender Bay, and that was just the best. And we actually ran into them. We caught up at the big playground near Town Beach, And also we ran into them at the shops as well, which was great because there was a talk. If you've never heard of Outback Mike, he's this bloke who does like these big adventure things. It's really cool. And this one day we just were happening to go into town. I can't even remember why we're going into town, but I saw this wooden boat. It looked, I don't know, he built it himself. It was a dugout canoe. He built it himself. Anyway, so I saw it and I went, "What's this?" And it had like QR tags up and a little thing. And I went, "What's this?" So I threw a UE and went and had a look. And he was doing his talk at the high school that night and showing his video. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, we'll go to that." And so we went. Stevie fell asleep on the floor, so that was great. So I could enjoy it because at the stage, she's like, "Can we go home?" She was a bit whingy, but she was obviously tired. So she fell asleep, and I got to watch that, and it was really cool. I really, really enjoyed that. So I bought his book, and one day I'll even get to read it, but not right now because I'm trying to study, and it's just a lot. It's a big life adjustment, I have to say. Yeah, so that's why, and that's what's been going on here in Broome since we've been here. What else is going on? Oh, so I guess my biggest thought process at the moment, and I would love to do it, I just don't know if it'd be suitable for Stevie. So next August, I'm getting the roof chopped on the Troopy, or end of July, August. Getting the roof chopped and converted into a camper. All of that next year, and have that option to go a little bit further offshore and get out to those really sick bommies and get in and out of the boat with ease and things like that. So yeah, I thought maybe even just have it for 6 months and then go back and drop it off and pick up the van or something like that. I don't know. So what do you reckon I should do, guys? Should I mix it up and we've got like say another year in the van and then drop it off and pick up the big boat? I don't know. It's a thought that I'm seriously consider doing because that'd be sick to be able to go. I'll get my phone and see what's going on with the Starlink. Oh, we're back. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. It's just saying the connection was unstable. So, yeah, let me know. What do you think I should do? Should I do, 6 months or 12 months or something? I don't know, with the Troopy in the boat. That'd be a pretty cool experience as well. We'll see. The seed has been planted. I can do it. I don't know. We'll see. I planted the seed, I guess, with Stevie. So now it'll be whether she comes around to the idea of it. It'll be a very big adjustment for Stevie, that's for sure. So we'll have to wait and see. I mean, she loves the caravan life. She really enjoys it. There was one day, the other day, she was looking through photos. She has her iPad and the photos came up. And she goes, "Oh, Mum, I love all the places that you take me." And I just thought, "Oh, thanks, kiddo," because I was not worried about it. But she always goes, "Can we go back to the real house? Can we go back to the real house?" And I'm like, "No." But she does love it, and she does get amongst it, that's for sure. She has a pretty cool lifestyle, and she definitely enjoys it when we're at new places and she finds new friends. It's really cool. Yeah, so that's been the latest and greatest, and that's potentially a future plan. It's a tough one. But yeah, here's some fun facts. I can't say that because it's actually a surprise. But yesterday the car went in for its 30,000 kilometre service. I mean, I've had it for 6 months or 8 months. Oh my gosh, I've had it for 8 months now, the Troopy. So yeah, it's done 30,000 K, and I got back in to readjust the seat and to adjust the back of the seat, the tilt on that, and you lift up your little handle. And anyway, that was just loose and rattling around. I'm like, "Hey guys, this is now broken. It wasn't broken going in." And he goes, "Oh, it must have just been hanging on, or that's been broken for a while, this, that, and the other." And I'm thinking, well, it hasn't. But anyway, so they fixed that, no dramas. There was like a bolt like yay long that's obviously rattled loose somehow and come undone. I'm thinking, this car's 8 months old. it shouldn't be rattling loose anyway, but they fixed it, no dramas. But I'm thinking, don't put this on me when you guys broke it. It was fine coming in. But yeah, so that was the car. So that's like, I guess, like the first little issue we've had with the car is like a bolt came loose. But on the Tenamai, we did have a little bit of a, well, the Tenamai was fine. It was when we got off the Tenamai that obviously the Tenamai had rattled a bolt loose and my grey water tank dropped. So watch that one and you can see our bush fix on that and how we had to fix it. So that was pretty cool. But when we got here in Broome, and because my mate Ali had been here already, she's having some issues with her Chevy. If you haven't checked out Ali's Chevy, you should. It's at Stella Rose.2500 or Stella.Rose2500, and it's a Chevy and she's wrapped it pink. Like, it is sick. So go check her channels out. They're actually, her and her partner Dom, John Doe 27, they're actually in Darwin at the moment doing a tourism photo shoot. So that's super duper cool for them. So they're having a ball in East Arnhem Land they've gone to. So that's the trip Ali and I actually met on a few years ago, was when we did this big, huge trip to Darwin and Nullumboy and all of that in Arnhem Land. So, yeah, she's there with her partner Dom, and they're just, it looks so sick. I can't wait for her to get back and hear all about it. It'll be really, really cool. Yeah, so that's everything here. What else has been going on, guys? It's mainly the big lifestyle changes is the study, which is, because I'm behind, it's playing catch up and trying to get those hours in while I was asleep. And I'm doing this now while Stevie's asleep. I've interrupted my study time to do it because I needed to chat to you guys and tell you what's been going on and why we missed last week. We do have some plans coming up in the direction of travel that we're going on. So we're heading south from here, and I'm going to punch, I think it's a good 9-hour day or something like that, anywhere between 6 and 12 hours from here to Karajini National Park. So that's where we're going to head next. And I've already booked 4 nights at Dale's campground, and then there'll be a few free camps around there. So we're going to do Karajini and check out all the gorges in that national park there. So that's going to be sick. I can't wait for that. But before then, we've got to finish off here, and we've got some pretty epic stuff that we're doing here in Broome. So stay tuned for that episode. It's going to be really cool. And then from Karajini, we're going to be going further south, and I haven't figured out where to or what to do next after that. I do know I have to swing through Norseman, because when the car was registered when I bought it in WA, I got personalised plates, and it's ADV LIFE OZ. I could have Adventure Life Oz on these number plates, but then when we got home back to Brizzy and I got all the modifications done, it had to be registered in Queensland for those modifications to be legal. So I had to change the rego over. So I still have to go pick up my personalised plates, and now I have these WA plates that I don't need, but they'll just go straight to the pool room because it's pretty sick, and it'll remind me of this trip, picking up the troopy in WA, and yeah, living the dream really. So it's pretty cool. And with Stevie's birthday coming up, segue into that, which was not a segue at all, but Stevie's birthday's coming up. So we have so many toys in this caravan. Like, honestly, when Nena left, I added in like those Kmart drawers. They're like stacked 5 high, and they're plastic, and they're like just pull out tubs sort of thing in this frame. I've got 3 of them in there. So 15 drawers, and I think out of those 15, 10 of them are Stevie's, and the other 5 are just, I wouldn't even say 5, are just filled with other stuff that is also Stevie's as well. Some of it, of course, is mine, but the amount of toys. And the only problem when you're traveling, you have to buy everything online and have it shipped to where you're going. And then you forget that you've bought all this stuff for her. So she's got so many more new toys.